Hello and welcome to the Hillsboro High School football field, Joel H. Wiens Stadium, and tonight we have the Hillsboro High School Trojans facing off against Smoky Valley Vikings. Trojans come into this 2-2 in their division. The Smoky Valley Vikings 1-3. Both teams done with divisional play. This is just their last week and technically their divisional bye week. And tonight we have a good game as both teams looking to just end the regular season on a good note, as this is the final game of the regular season for both teams, as next week on November 1st will be the first round of the postseason. Trojans come into this game looking strong in both the passing and running game on offense. The Vikings, however, very well known around the league for their power run offense, where all they do is basically run it down the middle, and then once every about 20, 30 plays, they'll try and pop one over your head with a deep pass or something or another there. Trojans will receive the first half kick. Back deep to receive for the Trojans, number 26, Jayton Lowen, and number 8, Seth Triggers. Set to kick for the Vikings, number 40, Ollie Boffman. Trojans will start the game with the ball. And we've got ourselves a game here. The ball is a squib kick. Lowen comes up to scoop it up off the ground, and he gets quite a ways on the turn, nearly all the way to the 50 there. A nice return there from Jayton Lowen. He'll take the Trojans to their own 48-yard line. Be first down and 10, Trojans ball. 49-yard line. Tackle on the play was number 33, Gavin Stambaugh. Hazlitt drops back. Looks for Wickert. Wickert can't haul it in. Nearly bobbled around, nearly picked off, but the pass falls incomplete. It'll be second down and 10 from their own 49. It's a good look there for the Trojans. They just couldn't follow through. Hazlitt was still on the move when he was throwing it, and just led to the pass being a little bit behind Wickert. Wickert was almost able to haul it in anyways, though. Trojans in a trips right. Hazlitt looks like he'll keep it. He gets a ways. Gets about 5-6 yards. Tackled by number 76, Brock Gangler, and number 10, Crew Elliott. It'll be 3rd and 5 here for the Trojans from the Vikings 46-yard line. Hazlitt hands it off to Gooch, turns it upfield, and he's got some green grass in front of him. He's going to go all the way to the house. That's going to be 6 for number 32, Josiah Gooch. A 46-yard rushing touchdown for Josiah Gooch. Quick start to the game here for the Trojans. They'll send out their extra point team. Wickert will set up for the PAT here, and that's a quick start for the Trojans as they go up 6-0 quick, looking to make it 7. Wickert's kick is up, and it's good. Trojans go up 7-0 quick. That's a quick 57-second drive, not even a minute for the Trojans to get on the board. Josiah Gooch said, let me get one real quick, and took it real quick down the field. Good return from Jayton Lowen, sets up the Trojans for a quick touchdown there to take a quick lead. We'll have the Trojans kicking it off here. Kicking off for the Trojans will be number 61, Nash Dickinson. Then back deep to receive for the Vikings, number 33, Gavin Stambaugh, number 44, Jack Opat. Good start there for the Trojans. See if they can maintain that or if the Vikings will strike back. Kicks up, bounces once, gets to Opat, who tries to pass it off to Stambaugh. Stambaugh muffs it, and Stambaugh is luckily able to get back on top of it as the Trojans were gathering near. It'll be 1st and 10 Vikings from their own 16-yard line. Again, that Viking offense with that power 3 in the backfield. Zeke Baker, Gavin Stambaugh, and Cooper Whitaker. Handoff to, not exactly sure. It's kind of hard to tell. Stambaugh, number 33, gets the run. Gain of about a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9 from the 17-yard line here. Handoff to 6, Baker. And looks like there's a fumble on the play, and it's Trojans' ball. Number 54, Logan Rogers, comes out of the pile with the ball. It'll be Trojans 1st and 10 from the Vikings 19-yard line. Rough start here for the Vikings. We'll see if they can get something going. Trojans looking to go up 14-0 within the first 2 minutes of the game. Handoff to Weisbeck. He gets around the outside. He gets all the way to the 5-yard line, but it looks like it may be coming back as there's some laundry on the field. And the Trojans are starting to head back as holding called on the Trojans. That's a 10-yard penalty. Take him back to the 29-yard line. It'll be first and 20 here for the Trojans. Two in the backfield here for the Trojans, both Weisbeck and Gooch. Weisbeck motions forward. Handoff to Gooch. Doesn't get much on it, though. Gets about 2 yards there. Stop made by number 10, Crew Elliott, for the Vikings. It'll be 2nd and 18 here from the 28-yard line. Trojans come out. One in the backfield. Gooch. Hazlitt drops back. Looks deep. And tries to get it to Wickert. But number 6, Baker, all over it. Will be 3rd and 18. Again here for the Trojans. See if they can get something here out of get a nice little turnover switch here, gain some points out of it. Or we'll see if the Vikings get a quick stop, maybe get the ball back. Hazlitt rolls right. Pitches to number 32, Gooch. Tries to bounce it outside, but tackled by number 6 is Zeke Baker. Nearly makes it back to the original line of scrimmage, but it'll be 4th and 13. See what the Trojans do here, as they're in 4th down range, but it's 13 yards. So looks like the offense is going to stay on here for the Trojans. See if they can get something from it. Trojans with 3 on the right side of the field. It's the handoff. Hazlitt rolls. Ball's up. Picked off by number 11, I believe. Hunter Cohen for the Vikings. It'll be 1st and 10 Vikings at their own 11-yard line. Quick turn here for both teams. Both teams get a turnover. Vikings in their first possession. Trojans in their second. Is kind of more like a punt, if anything, a quick 10-yard punt. Vikings come out here looking to get something for their offense. Hand off to number 33, Stambaugh. Tackle made by number 32, Josiah Gooch. And number 56, I believe, Sutton Reger. Yes. 2-yard gain, a 3-yard gain on the play, excuse me. It'll be 2nd down and 7 from the 14-yard line. Hand off to 44 there on the play. Opat gets nearly to the 1st down marker, but it's tackled by number 3, Aaron Hine. It'll be 3rd and 1 for the Vikings here. See if they can get their first down of the game. A little over a yard. Come out with only 1 in the backfield. 2 in the backfield, excuse me. Opat motions. Hand off to Stambaugh, and he breaks free. Looks like he could get all the way, but Driggers is able to trip him up before he... Driggers is the last resort there. Gets him tackled at the Trojan 40... The Trojan 38, excuse me. Finally tripped up by Driggers there after a nice run there for Stambaugh. It'll be 1st and 10 here for the Vikings. Opat motions. Handoff to Baker, I believe. Eventually tackled after a gain of 5 yards by Noah Beavers. It'll be 2nd and 5 here for the Vikings. Again, Opat motions. Hand off to Stambaugh here. He's going to get some yards after the hit there. able to get quite a bit more than needed. About a 15-yard run there. Eventually stopped by number 54, Logan Rogers. Be 1st and 10 here again for the Vikings as they are moving down the field handily with these runs. Vikings line up at their own 18 or at the Trojan 18-yard line. Again, 3 in the backfield. Fake pitch ends up in Opat's hands, I believe. He gets not much. Tackled by number 32, Josiah Gooch. It'll be 2nd and 8 here from the 16-yard line. Two in the backfield here for Vikings. Opat motions. Handoff is to Baker. Baker bounces off a lineman and makes it just about a yard short. Yard or two short of the first down yard line. Play stalled out by a few Trojans there. 3rd and short here for the Vikings. See what they whip up here to try and get into the end zone. Three in the backfield here for the Vikings. Handoff to Samba. He gets well past the yard to gain. And it'll be 1st and goal here for the Vikings from the 4-yard line. See if they can tie the game up. About 4 minutes remaining here. We'll see what the Vikings draw up here. Try and get inside the end zone. Two in the backfield here. If we know anything, Opat's probably going to... Opat didn't motion this time. Handoff to Stamba, I believe. He gets stopped behind the line scrimmage. Loses a couple yards actually there. It'll be 2nd and goal after the tackle by Logan Rogers from the 6-yard line. Two in the backfield here for the Vikings. Opat in motion. Handoff to Baker, and he's stopped just short of the goal line. Tackled by number 56, Sutton Reger. Be 3rd and goal from 1.5 yards. Two in the backfield here, Baker and Stambaugh. Opat motions. Handoff to Stambaugh, and he gets through a gap. That'll be 6 on the board for the Vikings here. Stambaugh gets into the end zone. Two-yard touchdown run there. Makes it a 1-point game. We'll see if they go for 2 for the lead or send in the kicking team. Looks like they'll keep their offense on the field. from the 3-yard line. Looking to take the lead here. Handoff to Baker down the middle, it looked like. Except it wasn't. It was to Stambaugh around the outside, and he's able to get in. As everyone thought it was in the hands of number 6. Stambaugh will make that 8-7. Trojans down 1 here with 2:11 remaining in the first. Both teams seem to be moving the ball well this game. Trojans got held back by their penalties in that first possession, or in that second possession there after the fumble. See if the Trojans can take back the lead here with this drive. Deep to return for the Trojans, number 26, Jayton Lowen, number 8, Seth Driggers. Set up to kick on the left hash, number 40, Ollie Boffman. Ball is another squib here. Hine gets on top of it. Tried to pick it up, but goes off of his fingertips, and he's able to just fall on top of it. Be 1st and 10 for the Trojans here at their own 33-yard line. See if they can get something going again here. They had a great first drive, but flags kept them out of the end zone, it seemed, on the second, excuse me. 2 in the backfield here for the Trojans. Weisbeck motions out. Hazlitt keeps it, cuts inside. He gets about 5-6 yards on that play. Nice run there from Hazlitt. Takes it all the way to the 40-yard line. Nice 7-yard run by Hazlitt. Makes it 2nd and 3rd here for the Trojans at their own 40. Tackle on the last play was made by number 16. Let me find his name real quick. Kyler Ringel-Crooms. Gooch with a short run there. Doesn't make it far, though. Just gets about a yard. Makes it 3rd and 2 here for the Trojans. With a minute remaining here in the first. Trojans split with their receivers. And a flag called on the Trojans. Looks like it'll be a false start. Looks as if it was on number 66, Colin Voss. So he was pulling there. Looked like he was pulling, almost caught the ball himself there from the snap. Will now be 3rd and 8 here for, 3rd and 7 for the Trojans from their own 36. Hazlitt drops back. He's going to take it himself. And he's able to get to the first down marker. Tackled by number 11, Hunter Cohen. But not after Hazlitt's able to get past the line to get. Gets a nice little 10-yard run there for Hazlitt. Takes them to the 45-yard line. 1st and 10 Trojans. Two in the backfield for Trojans. Handoff to Josiah Gooch. He's got a blocker. gets about a yard or two. Flag on the play. Looks like it could be heading back, though. Trojans are already walking back. Was a holding on the Trojans. Redo first down from the 35-yard lines. And again, the Trojans hurting themselves with these flags as they have good movement here. But they aren't able to move the ball fine, just aren't able to move it cleanly. It's the end of the first quarter there. Score 7-8. Smoky Valley Vikings up by 1. Headed into the second here. Trojans and the Vikings both moving the ball well. Both have kind of one drive that hasn't gone well. The Trojans here on their third drive of the day, and they are struggling to keep the flag free of the field free of flags. Excuse me. See if the Trojans can get the ball moving here without putting any laundry on the field. Take a quick break here. Trojans come back out with an empty backfield on this 1st and 20. Hazlitt gets the snap, and he's going to take it immediately. Bounces to the edge, gets outside, and he's able to get back to the 46-yard line after being tackled by number 6, Ezekiel Baker. Nice run there by Hazlitt, about 12-yard run, making it 2nd and 8 here from the 47-yard line. The Trojan 47-yard line. Gooch in the backfield for this play. Fake pitch to handoff. And he gets right back to the line of scrimmage before getting hit by a group of Vikings, both number 6, Zeke Baker, and number 7, Cooper Whitaker. Third down and 8 here for the Trojans. See if they can get the yards to gain here. See what Coach Cox draws up for the Trojans. Hazlitt gets a snap, fake handoff, rolls to the left. Gets the ball to Weisbeck, who's able to gain a few more yards after the catch, get some yak yards there. Good for a Trojan first down. And a few more after that. It'll be 1st and 10 Trojans from the Viking 33. Nice pass play there from Hazlitt. Usually rolling left isn't the greatest for a quarterback, but Hazlitt being left-handed really helps him out there as it throws the defense off a lot of times that he's throwing to the left, and that's his stronger side. Hand off to Gooch here. Bowls forward for about 6 yards. Nice run there from Desai Gooch before being met by number 10, Crew Elliott, and a few more Vikings. Make it 2nd and 4 here from the 28-yard line. Hazlitt hands it off to Gooch again. He's able to get a few more yards after initially hit. Looked like it was going to be a loss, but Gooch is able to bounce off the first couple hits to gain a couple yards there. Be 3rd and 2 here from the 25. Two in the backfield for the Trojans. Hazlitt's going to keep it. He's going to find a gap. He's going to get quite a way. Spins out of another tackle before finally getting tackled after 10, 15-yard gain, maybe more. Trojans first down. Hazlitt's finally tackled by number 6, Baker, on the play. Be 1st and goal from the 10 here for the Trojans. You like the 1st and goal, but probably not from the 10-yard line. Trojans in a split set here. Hand off to number 32, Gooch. He gets met pretty quickly by group number 7 and number 7, Cooper Whitaker, and number 57. Maybe not 57. I'm not seeing that on my play sheet or my roster here. '67, excuse me. Giovanni Luis. Be 2nd and 8 here for the Trojans. From the Hazlitt's going to try and turn it up. Quickly met, though. It's hit pretty hard there by number 40, Ali Boffman. Be 3rd and goal from just past the 6. Trojans come out with 3 eligible on the right side. As it looks, gets it out to Noah, but the ball's behind him. Lead us to 4th down and goal here, and we'll see what the Trojans do. As they do have a kicking option. And it looks like they will bring out the kicking team. See if Wickert can knock it down here. It'll be a 17-yarder for Wickert. Actually, from the spot of the kick, it'll be a 23-yarder. Wickert puts it up, and it is no good. 6:36 remaining here in the half. And the Vikings will get the ball back at their own 8-yard line. Trojans not able to make anything out of that. And the Vikings will actually get the ball at the 20-yard line, as I think it's called the touchback if it's within the 20. Hand off to, I believe, Stambaugh. He's met really quickly by a group of Trojans. A loss of about it. Nothing actually. Gain is 0. Be 2nd and 10 here from the 20 for the Vikings. Pat motions. Pass is nearly picked off by Wickert. Pass was intended for number 8, Torrin Miller. And that's what they do. They wear you down with the run, then all of a sudden they'll pop out a pass, try and catch you off guard for that long ball. Luckily, Wickert was there to get in the way. Make it 3rd and 10 here for the Vikings. See what they do here. Two in the backfield here. Hand off to Stambaugh. Tries to bounce it outside. Gets met by number 32, Gooch, and number 8, Seth Driggers on that side. Make it 4th and 5 here. See what they do here. See if they actually are going here. If they're going for the hard count. Yeah, it looks like they were going for the hard count. The Vikings call a timeout here. We'll take a quick break here. We'll be back at the end of the timeout. .5:03 remaining here in the half. As the Vikings line up on 4th and 5 here. Looks like they're going for it. Hand it off to number 44, Jack Opat, who can't bump it around the outside. Tackled by number 8, Seth Driggers, short of the line to gain. Be 1st down Trojans at the Viking 26-yard line. Hazlitt gets the pitch out to Gooch right before getting tackled. Gooch is able to trot down the sideline. Steps out before really able to turn it up. 20-yard line. Forced out by a group of Vikings. Be 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4 here for the Trojans. Two in the backfield here for the Trojans. Hazlitt's going to keep it. And he's going to get away. He spins out of it. Nearly spins out of the tackle. If he would have gotten out of that, that could have been another 6 for the Trojans. It will be a 1st and 10, though, however. After about a 5-6 yard gain by Hazlitt. Excuse me, about a 10-yard gain, actually. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Vikings 13-yard line. Timeout called by the Trojans with 4 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. We'll come back here after the timeout. Trojans line up with 1 in the backfield. Trips left set. Hazlitt drops back. Looking for Beavers. And pass is incomplete. Scary pass there, as there's quite a few white jerseys over there. Hazlitt throwing into kind of a dangerous area there, but he makes it out. Be 2nd and 10 here for the Trojans. Hazlitt in shotgun again. Hazlitt rolls out, tucks it, turns up, and gets to the 4-yard line. See if it's good for a 1st down or not. Be close. Nice run there. Tackle made by number 67, Giovanni Luis. 3rd and short here for the Trojans. See if they can get it. Third and short, but also only 4 yards away from the end zone here. And met in the backfield by number 6, Ezekiel Baker. That'll make it 4th and about 5, actually. 4th and 4, excuse me. They'll bring out the kicking team again. Good opportunity there for another touchdown for the Trojans, but they can't get anything out of it. As good play there from number 6, Zeke Baker of the Vikings. Wickert sets up to kick for 3, and that looks good. No, it's not actually. 2 no good kicks for Wickert on the night. Score is still 7-8 here with 2 minutes 46 remaining. See if the Trojans can get a stop here and maybe get some on the board before the half. The Vikings might be going for a double down here as they will receive to start the second half. Three in the back here, field here for the Vikings. Excuse me, Smoky will be looking to score here. Run was by number 6, Baker. Tackled by number 56, Sutton Reger. 2nd and 9 after a short gain on that first play. Again in that three-man back. Handoff to Stambaugh. Moves around a little bit before turning it up. It's able to get about 6-7 yards on the play. Make it 3rd and 2 here from their own 28. Again, there in that 3-back handoff to Baker. Plows forward. Finally tackled by number 54, Logan Rogers. Not before he gets past the line to gain. It'll be 1st and 10 here for the Vikings from their own 35. Handoff to Stambaugh, I believe. Tackled by number 26, Jayton Lowen. Gets about 5 yards on the play. Make it 2nd and 6 here for the Vikings. And looks like they'll run out the clock here. Be the end of the first half. Smoky Valley up 8-7 on the Trojans. And it will be the Vikings ball to start the second half. We'll be back to start the second half. Hello and welcome back to Joel H. Wiens Stadium, where the Trojans are taking on the Southeast of Saline Vikings. Trojans are currently down by 1.7 to 8. Vikings up 1. Trojans set to kick off here to start the second half. Set to kick for the Trojans, number 61, Nash Dickinson. Set deep to return, number 33, Gavin Stambaugh. Number 44, Jack Opat for the Vikings. Little pooch kick there. Gets a bounce right in the hands of Opat. Opat bounces around, gets a couple extra yards there all the way to the 34-yard line. Be first and 10 Vikings. Finally tackled by number 74, Peter Farha of the Trojans. Both teams were able to move the ball pretty well, just not able to do much with it. Trojans within the 10-yard line twice, but not able to get any points out of either of those visits. Handoff to Baker, I believe. He gets met pretty quick by a few of the D linemen of the Trojans. Gets a gain of about 2. Main player on the tackle there for the Trojans is number 54. He's the last out of the pile. Second and 7 here for the Vikings. Line up again with that 3 backfield set. Quick handoff to Stambaugh, I believe. Yep. Stambaugh is tackled by number 56, Sutton Reger. Not after a gain, about 4 yards. Makes it third and a little more than 3. A little over 2, excuse me. Still that triple set in the backfield. Handoff to Stambaugh again. Nearly gets outside, but Wickert's able to get on top of him before he gets past everyone. Still good enough, though, for a first down for the Vikings. Be first and 10 here for the Vikings at the 50-yard line. Vikings come out moving the ball pretty well here to start the half. See if the Trojans can get a stop here. Snap. Handoff to Opat. Gets met in the backfield by a horde of Trojans. Gonna lose a yard on the play. Credited for the tackle on that play is number 32, Desai Gooch. With the loss of a yard, makes it second and 11 here for the Vikings from their own 49. See if the Trojans can get a turnover here or something like that. Vikings looking to make it a full possession lead here. Pitch to Stambaugh. Tries to bounce it inside, met by Weisbeck, who forces him out. Gets tackled by number 26, Jayton Lowen. A few other Trojans helping with that tackle. Makes it third and 8 here from the Trojan 48-yard line. See if the Vikings will break out another pass or if they'll continue to run it. Third and 8 coming up here for the Vikings. A timeout called first, though. Nearly a delay of game on the Vikings, but it'll be It'll still be 3rd and 8 as the Vikings call a timeout. We'll be back after a short break. Vikings come out, see what they've drawn up for this 3rd and 8 situation here. See if they can get back to the end zone for the second time tonight, or if the Trojans will be able to stop them for a 4th down play here. Only 2 in the backfield here. Look for a pass possibly on this long distance play here. Quarterback keeps it, as I don't think the player went to the right side. That's number 15, Heitschmidt, with the keeper. Gets about 3 yards. Makes it 4th and 5. This offense likes to keep their players on, though. See what the Vikings have. Again, 2 in the backfield again for the Vikings. Roll out. Throws it. And broken up by number 8, Seth Driggers. A well-played defense there from Driggers. Looked like it was going to be a catch, but Driggers said not today. Be 1st and 10 Trojans from their own 45. Good defensive possession there from the Trojans. Start the half. Vikings are able to run quite a bit off the clock, though, before the Trojans are able to get the ball. Hazlitt gets the snap, hands it off quickly to Gooch, who quickly gets about 9 yards. Just short of a 1st down. It'll be 2nd and 1 here for the Vikings. Not sure who the tackle was by there. Trojans coming up here on the 2nd and 1st. Look for the pass. Thrown deep to Noah Beavers. Nice play there by the Trojans. About a 20-yard pass reception play there. Beavers hyped up about it. Be 1st and 10 Trojans at the Viking 23. Trojans come out with 3 eligible on the right side. Hazlitt looks like he's going to keep it. Splits through a small gap there. Is able to get about 5 before tackled by number 40, Ali Boffman. Be 2nd and 6 here for the Trojans after the 4-yard gain. Hand off to Weisbeck. He's able to bounce it out. He's got some open field, and he gets all the way to the 5. It'll be first and goal, Trojans. Nice run by Anders Weisbeck. Tackle was eventually made by number 33, Gavin Stanbaugh, but not before the Trojans get a nice gain there. Trojans looking to punch it in here with just under 6 remaining here in the third quarter. See if the Trojans can get on the board since the first quarter. Hazlitt pitch to Gooch. He's going to get into the end zone for a Trojan touchdown. Gooch in for his second rushing touchdown of the night. Looks like Trojans will be calling to go for 2 in case of a Viking touchdown, as they went for 2 earlier in the night. And see what they have drawn up here. Gooch having a good night for himself. Some nice rushing plays on that drive especially. A couple double-digit runs there for Gooch. Well put together offensive drive for the Trojans, as they're able to take back the lead here about halfway through the third. Hazlitt drops back, gives it to Wickert, and that's good for a 2-point conversion. Scores 15-8 Trojans. Scores 15-8 Trojans as it's 5:34 remaining. Again, an amazing drive there from the Trojans, as they were able to move the ball consistently without very much stoppage at all. Set to kick off for the Trojans, number 61, Nash Dickinson. Back deep to return for the Vikings, number 33, Gavin Stanbaugh, and number 44, Jack Opat. They're both deep around the 15-yard line here. Little pooch kick here. That'll go out of bounds right at the 25. Flags will fly, as that is an illegal procedure. We'll make it 1st and 10 Vikings from, I believe, the 40 is where that ball goes. Well, excuse me, looks like the Vikings have taken the option to re-kick, but from deeper, so the Trojans will re-kick from the 35, as it's a 5-yard penalty. So still again kicking 61, Nash Dickinson, back deep, still Stanbaugh and Opa at 33 and 34. Trojan will reset to kick here. See if it can go a little bit better here for the Trojans. Similar kick here. Nice little bounce there. And the ball's loose, but it looks like Opat was able to still get on top of it. Scary play there. Good bounce that got past Opat, but as he picked it up, he bobbled it and just was able to fall right back on top of it. Nearly Trojan's ball there, but it will be Vikings 1st and 10 from their own 23. Vikings had a chance there to get it at 35, I believe, 35 there. But instead they took the re-kick and lost about 10 yards there. Handoff to Opat. Nice run there for about 9 yards. Make it 2nd and 1 here. Tackle on the play is made by number 3, Aaron Hine of the Trojans. Vikings come out in that 3-back set. Handoff to Baker, I believe. Excuse me, actually, yeah, it's to Baker. Gets enough for a first. Be 1st and 10 from their own 35. Tackle on that last play was made by number 32, Josiah Gooch. Ends up in Stanbaugh's hands. And he gets met pretty quickly in the backfield by number 56, Sutton Reger. Doesn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and just over 10 here. Hand off to Stanbaugh again. He gets a few yards there before being tackled by number 32, Josiah Gooch. He's been a big part of this game here for the Trojans. Third and 7 here. Hand off to Stanbaugh, and again met really quickly there by number 56, Sutton Reger. Those two guys, Sutton Reger and Josiah Gooch, have been all over the Vikings on this defensive side this half. Just under 3 minutes remain here in the third. See if they can get the first, keeping their offense out here on 4th and 6. See if they can get the first here. Drops back for the pass. Throws to number 8, Torrin Miller. He's able to get a nice 10-yard catch. He's able to get past a defender. Gets another 5 after the hit. He 1st and 10, Vikings from the 50-yard line. Flag on the play, and looks like a false start on the Vikings. I'll make it 1st and 15 here from their own 45. Two in the backfield here for the Vikings. Hand it off to Baker. Gets about 6-7 yards there on the run. Make it 2nd and 9 here for the Vikings. Two in the backfield again. Handed off quickly to Baker, who gets met quickly by quite a few people there on the line. Gets about a couple yards. One, maybe two. Credited for the tackle there on the play, 61, Nash Dickinson. Be 3rd and 6 or 7 here. Clock's running down on the quarter here, under 30 seconds. Two in the backfield. Hand it off to Stanbaugh. Stanbaugh, quite a ways. Looks like he's going to get a first. Give them a first 10 here from the Trojans, 39. Looks like they might run out the clock for the half. Or the quarter, excuse me. And that'll be the quarter. Score is 15-8. Trojans up. We'll be back after a quick break. Vikings will start the fourth with the ball. 1st and 10 at the Trojans 39, headed to the south end zone. Two in the backfield, handed off quickly to Baker. Baker gets past a couple tackles, eventually brought down by number 11, Noah Beavers. Makes it 2nd and 4 here for the Vikings. Two in the backfield for the Vikings. Handed off to Stanbaugh. He gets around the edge. And that's going to be good for a first down for the Vikings. Makes it 1st and 10 around the 25. Tackle on that last play is made by number 3, Aaron Hine. Two in the backfield again for the Vikings. Handed off quickly to Baker. Gain of about 5-6 yards there on the play by Baker. Tackles made by number 26, Sutton Reger, number 56, Sutton Reger. 26, Jayton Lowen, and 56, Sutton Reger. Be 2nd and 5 here from the 20. Again, 2 in the backfield here. Handed off to Baker. Quickly met by a plethora of Trojans. One of the main ones on the play was number 11, Noah Beavers, as well as 79, big Kai DiFiesta for the Trojans. Kai, usually not a defensive player for the Trojans, but this week as a heavy run offense, they brought in the big guns. Handed off to Stanbaugh, and he's going to plow forward for a first. Couple nice cuts here and there, gets him all the way to the 6. Some help there from his own team pushing him forward. Nice run there from 33. Be first and goal here from the 7-yard line. See if they can punch it in and maybe take back the lead here. Handoff goes to Baker. Gets a gain of about 3 or 4 there. Tackle made by number 4, Lincoln Wickert. Second and goal for the Vikings from the 3-yard line. Hand out to Stanbaugh. He's stopped just short goal line. They mark him down at the 1. Make it 3rd and goal here for the Vikings after that run from Stanbaugh from the 1-yard line. Getting at that 2-back set here. See what they go with. Stanbaugh or Baker. To Baker. And it looks like he might have gotten stopped trying to push the pile. And they're going to say he's short. It'll be 4th and very close to the end zone here for the Vikings. Clearly 4-down territory, though. 4th and literally inches. 7 minutes remaining here in the game. Trojans up 15-8. See if they maintain that lead or if the Vikings will try and take it back. Gives to Stanbaugh. Stanbaugh gets in. Still doesn't give the Vikings a lead. It'll make the score 14-15, Trojans up. So if the Trojans can get a stop here, they will have a 1-point lead still. The Vikings will be going for 2 again here from the 3. See what they run it here. Have that 2 in the backfield again. Quarterback rolls out. Pass is caught by Opat for the Vikings. Make it 16-15. Vikings up 1. Going into the final 7 minutes of the game, 6:46 on the clock. See if the Trojans can get another good drive here to combat that drive from the Vikings. Set to receive for the Trojans, number 26, Jayton Lowen. Number 8, Seth Draggers. Kicking off for the Vikings, number 40, Ali Boffman. Again, kicking from that left hash. Or the far hash, excuse me. Short little pooch kick there. And Hine again struggling to get on top of it, but he does eventually. Be Trojans' ball at their own 31 here to start the half. Cy Gooch, the only one in the backfield to start the play. Hazlitt decides to keep it, splits a couple defenders before meeting number 76, Brock Gringler of the Vikings. Gets back to the yard of scrimmage, though. And looks like an injury on the play here for the Vikings. Down is number 7, Cooper Whitaker. Take a quick break as they get this situation figured out. Whitaker's able to get off the field under his own power. Hopefully we'll see him back in the game. Be 2nd and 9 here for the Trojans following stoppage. Trojans three on the far side of the field. Pitch to Gooch. Tries to get to the outside. Gets about 4 or 5 yards there on the rush. Excuse me, only 2. Forced out of bounds by number 33, Gavin Stanbaugh. Be 3rd and 7 here for the Trojans. Trips left set for the Trojans here. Fakes, handoff rolls out. Looks to Weisbeck, wide open. And he's able to get the catch and a few more yards afterwards. Gets all the way to the Vikings 45. Be 1st and 10 Trojans. I believe the tackle is made by number 33, Gavin Stanbaugh, and a group of about 4 Vikings as well. 1st and 10 Trojans. Hazlitt rolls out, tucks it. He gets the edge, and he goes all the way for about 12, 13 yards there. Eventually tackled on the edge by number 11, Hunter Cohen. Not before Hillsboro Trojans first down. Hazlitt looking a little bit rough after that play. See what the call is here. Hand off to number 32, Gooch. Runs for a few extra yards there after the initial hit. Gets about 5-6 yards on the play. Make it 2nd and 4 here for the Trojans. Excuse me, 2nd and 5 here for the Trojans. 2 in the backfield. Hand it off to number 5, Weisbeck. Tries to turn it up, does. Gets a few yards on the play. I'll make it 3rd and a long 3. Excuse me, 3rd and a long 2. Timeout called on the Trojans here. Called by the Trojans, excuse me. We'll come back. 4:08 remaining in the half. Or in the game, excuse me. We'll be back. Trojans face a 3rd and 2 here with 4:08 remaining. Come out with 2 in the backfield. Weisbeck and Gooch. See if they hand it off or if they... Weisbeck motions forward. Quarterback keeps it on the fake, and he gets to the outside. Hazlitt's going to get outside and all the way to the end zone. Hazlitt's first touchdown of the night. About a 13, 15-yard rushing touchdown there for Hazlitt. We'll give the Trojans the lead back with 4 minutes remaining on the dot. Trojans will stay out and go for 2 here. Nice run there from Hazlitt. Looks like a read option there as he pulled it from Gooch. Gooch was hit pretty quick there. See, it looked like they were expecting it, and he was able to get out from the outside, scramble down the sideline all the way for 6. Hazlitt pitches to Gooch, loses it. Score is still 21-16 as the Trojans can't complete the 2-point conversion. That means a touchdown for the Vikings will give them the lead, though. 4 minutes remaining here in the game. Both teams have been able to move the ball pretty well here in the second half. We'll see who comes out on top here at the end, as this game doesn't have any effect on playoffs for either team. So we'll try and find a score update for that Southeast game, which affects the Trojans very much. Dickinson set to kick off for the Trojans. Back deep to receive for the Vikings, number 33. Stand by number 44, Opat. Little skipper down the field. Picked up by Ohapat. Handed off to Stanbaugh. Stanbaugh gets past a couple tackles. Eventually gets brought down by number 77, Thurston Silhan. Vikings set up with 2 in the backfield again. 3:53 remaining in the game here. About the average time of a Viking drive. Handed off to Stanbaugh. Quickly stopped in the backfield. A number 32, Josiah Gooch. Make it 2nd and 10 here for the Vikings. Nice tackle there from number 8, Seth Driggers. And number 56, Sutton Reger, after a short run there. Makes it 3rd and 8 here. Vikings need a first down here. It's 3rd and 8. Pass play here. Throw is incomplete. Intended for number 10, Crew Elliott. Falls incomplete. Makes it 4th and 8 here. Trojans fans are getting on their feet. This play right here might determine the game. It's 4th and 8 here for the Vikings. Probably looking at a pass play here if you're the Vikings. Hand off to Stanbaugh. And tackle made by number 61, Nash Dickinson. Trojans will get the ball at the Viking 30-yard line after a failed Statue of Liberty play by the Vikings. Faked the rollout as he handed it out to Stanbaugh. Almost got the Trojans, but waiting on that backside was number 61, Nash Dickinson. Took him down in the backfield. It'll be 1st and 10 Trojans. Score of the Southeast of Saline Ellsworth game is 22-0 right now. Nice run there from Josiah Gooch. About an 8-9 yard rush there. Eventually taken down by number 78, Joshua Crane. Second and 2 for the Trojans. Snap goes to Hazlitt. Hazlitt's going to run it. Quickly met at the line. Looks like it's enough for a first. Make it 1st and 10 right at the 20. Vikings need a stop here, even though if there is enough time here. Handed off to Josiah Gooch. Plows forward. Gets a few extra yards there. Tackle eventually made by number 6, Ezekiel Baker. Make it 2nd and 8 for the Trojans. Timeout called by the Vikings. We'll be back after a short break. Trojans come out with 107 remaining, facing a 2nd and 8. Vikings needing a stop here if they want any chance. First down basically seals the game for the Trojans. Cy Gooch runs it. Gets a game about 3 or 4. Tackled by number 8, Torrin Miller. Second timeout of the half called by the Vikings. 58-6 remaining on the clock. Be a 3rd and 8. 3rd and 6 facing the Trojans. We're about 7 after the break. Trojans come out facing a 3rd and 7 here. They get the first, the game is simply over. The Vikings get the stop. Gooch tries to bump it to the outside. He gets past a couple tackles. That might be good for a first down. I don't know. Cy Gooch bowled past quite a few players there to get to where he got. We'll see if they give it to him or not. They'll say he was short. 4th and inches here. Vikings surprisingly not calling their timeout. 4th and inches. Trojans will have to do one play. I think the Trojans will call a timeout. Trojans call a timeout with 8 seconds remaining. We'll see if they do a stall play or not here, or if they just do a short little run trying to get the first. We'll see. See if the Vikings will have a chance at a Hail Mary or not. Take a quick little break. Fourth and inches here for the Trojans. The game rests on this play. We'll see what the Trojans run here. Hazlitt alone in the backfield. And looks like they're going to do a stall play. Hazlitt gets the outside. Tackled in the backfield. There is a flag on the play. I think we may have had too many people on the line. Ineligible receiver. We'll see if, I'm guessing they will want to decline it, as that would give the Trojans another chance to run a play. But it will be 1st and 10 here for the Vikings. They need a touchdown here. 4.5 seconds. Touchdown wins it for them. We'll see if they're going to get some miracle. .5 seconds remaining. 21-16. Trojans are up. Vikings have the ball at their own 13.5-yard line. They clear out the backfield. This is the first time in the game they have had less than 2 players. And the ball's out! And that's the game! Trojans are going to win 21-16 on a fumble. Hit by Dickinson, recovered by Beavers. And that's the game. A crazy game here for both teams. Trojans win 21-16. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. And I hope you have a good night, and that you have a good weekend and have a good next week. Trojans will be playing, I believe, at home according to the score of the Southeast game, but that is not for sure yet. Trojans will play. We do not know who the Trojans will play, but they will play next week, week 1. And see you. And hopefully we'll be at home and have a good weekend. Signing off.